All right, so let me get my face off the stage and introduce Arlon. Come on up, Arlon.
Thank you so much. It's a beautiful night to be here. Great to be back. Yeah, we got a great night of comedy lined up for you. As some of you may know, you already know me. I sling you drinks. Some of you a few too many. That's right. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself tonight, though. That's right, Shrubs Light in the house. I'm from a small town in North Louisiana up on the Arkansas state line in Union Parish, a town called Lintville. A town of 419 people, y'all. It was 420 until I left. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I got, you know, it's a rough neighborhood where I grew up in, a lot of poverty, poor community. I got a newspaper article sent to me about a stabbing a couple of years ago. I said, oh my goodness, what's going on back home? Must be something serious. I opened up the article and read it. It's about an elderly gentleman cruising down the street on his hover-round, eating a can of Vienna sausage. I call them beanie weenies. Some of you might know a Vienna sausage. A little canned meat, maybe 5 or 6 sausages, about 27 cents it'll run you. You know, just cruising down the street eating this Vienna sausage on a hover-round. Might be no big deal here in Navarre. But where I'm from, that's called showing off, okay? And one of the local bullies, her name was Big A. She wasn't having it. She came up, breathing down the street, and she went up to the elderly gentleman in his hover around and said, hey, give me that Vienna sausage. He said, no, Big A, you ain't getting it. It's my last Vienna sausage. You ain't having it. As soon as he said that, bam! She punched the old man right in the face. Flipped off of his hover around. The Vienna sausage flew in the air, landed in the dirt. Nobody got the Vienna sausage. About that time, he jumped up, whipped out his pocket knife, and stabbed her in the face. She gets real over canned meat. We're taking a collection of canned meat at the door. If you brought any with you, please leave some from my neighborhood back home. It wasn't all bad, though. I grew up on a street with 5 generations of family on one street. It was my brothers and I, my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and my great-great-grandma Linda, my grandma's grandma. She lived to be almost 103 years old. That's right. I remember visiting her in the nursing home one time. I was about 14 or 15 years old. There with my mom. My mom was a real Southern Baptist Sunday school teacher. She was getting on to Grandma Linda because Grandma Linda was a bit promiscuous. Even at the age of 100. Viagra had just hit the scenes in the early 90s. And the nursing homes were getting steamy. That's right. Grandma wasn't scared. She had 3 boyfriends. There was 3 halls in the nursing home. She had a boyfriend on each hall. My mama was there and said, Linda, there's a nursing home dance coming up. You can only bring 1 man. You got to quit banging all 3 of these men. You got to pick one and stick with it. About that time, I walked in on the conversation. I heard my 100-year-old great-great-grandma say, Robin, I'm going to screw these old men until the day I die. You hear me? Even if I got to stand upside down on my head and let them drop it in. I said, whoa! I was only 14 or 15 years old when I heard this. Man, I went back home. I didn't masturbate for probably 3 or 4 hours. At least. I mean, some of you may know, I gave up drinking and drugging. 4 years ago, yesterday was 4 years, no drugs and no alcohol. Thank you so much. I still smoke the reefer though. Does that count? I was doing the Viagra's. Y'all told me that was okay last time. Turns out y'all was wrong. I got real weird on us how to give up the Viagra's. Just me and reefer now. I smoke weed and hang out with my cats, Fatty Wop and Soup. They're awesome animals. We have a good time. Sometimes I like to get high and I feel like they're missing out, so I take some catnip and throw it on the ground. They get high too. We can have a good time. But it's hard being as dumb as I am, so sometimes I get high and get confused, and I take my weed and I throw it on the ground and let the cats roll around in it, and then I take some of the catnip and roll it up and enjoy it and smoke it. It's hard being this dumb, y'all. It's hard. My lady's here tonight. She wasn't supposed to be here. Glad she got to make it. That's right. This is the part of the show she's not going to enjoy. Yeah, that's right. We've been together over 6 years. You know, you got to mix it up after 6 years of being with a woman. You can't be a missionary 6 years straight, fellas. You got to switch things up. After 6 years, I feel like we done explored every position I could think of. So I had to start getting more creative. You hear me? I watched that movie with that Buffalo Bill character, and I got an idea. I said, baby, come in here. I'm doing the ugly woman. Y'all know what the ugly woman is? So you take your penis all the way back behind you like this, all the way back. Old Wayne too long had it tucked back. I said, baby, come here. She said, what the hell you want me to do with that? I said, we're going ass to ass tonight, baby. Ass to ass, you hear me? I contacted the Guinness Book of World Records. Turns out that had never been done. We were the first heterosexual couple to ever go ass to ass. I don't even know if she enjoyed it, but I know it hurt like hell on my end. I'm just going to put that out there now. You know, about a year and a half ago, we were going through a hard time. We broke things off for a little while. She kicked me out, guys. I had to do whatever I could to get back in the house. You hear me? I'm a recovering germaphobe, but I was willing to go the extra mile to get my foot back in the door. So you know what I did?
What?
I sucked her toes. That's right, it's gross. Got my foot back in the door, though. That's right. I even offered to take it up a notch, do something even worse. Lick her butthole. I know, it's terrible. I didn't do it. Thank goodness she told me I didn't have to. But these kids around here run around doing it all the time. Act like eating ass is what they call it. Eating ass? Back in my day, we barely ate pussy. Hell no, we running around like E. coli don't exist, like you're immune or something. They're gonna fuck around and kiss E. coli. E. coli. That's right, it's real. My old lady's a flight attendant. She travels the world, brings back exotic, luxurious candies from all over the world. I was passing by the candy bowl yesterday, grabbed me a handful of candies, what I thought to be candies. I started eating them, looked like a bunch of mints. I bought some with me tonight, so y'all know I ain't lying. Look like mints, don't they? Look like a bunch of mints. Oh, I ate about 6 or 7 or 8 of them. She came in and said, Arlon, what are you doing? Stop! I said, I don't know, it's the candy bowl. I've got some candy, I'm eating the candy. I don't know, I'm on about number 7 or 8. These mints don't have much flavor, but I was high. She said, stop, those aren't candies. They're compressed towels. I said, what the hell? Compressed towel? What is a compressed towel? I'm not a scientist. It's hard being this dumb, you know. I don't know what a compressed towel means. I don't know what that is. She said, it's a towel. You get a little water on it, it expands into a big towel. I said, oh my God, I ate 7 or 8 of these things. What the hell's going to happen about that time? My elbows goes, oh my goodness. I had to rush to the toilet, y'all. I shit out a whole roll of paper towels. Screw the brownie man, it was the brownie man. One little letter make a big difference. Spelling's important. You know, it's hard being as dumb as I am. Spelling is very important. I make a lot of Facebook posts. Sometimes I don't spell all the words right. Like the other day, I got a new album dropped yesterday. It's 17 songs and new videos. I made a new promotional video for it. I said, 17 new songs and videos. Check it out. I accidentally switched around the D with an S, and it says 17 new dongs and videos. Check it out. I had 32,000 views. I've never had that many views before. So I just left it up. Now I'm screaming and I'm trending over in Japan, bunch of perverts. It's hard being this dumb, y'all. Spelling is important, though. I made a Facebook post yesterday. I said, trying to hype up my hip-hop album, just drops saying, hide your wives, hide your daughters. There's a new rapper in town. I forgot one little P. Said, hide your wives, hide your daughters. There's a new raper in town. I said, oh no. I fell asleep, took it down, woke up, and had 32,000 views again. You wouldn't believe the negative comments. Over spelling error. I mean, come on, it's hard being this dumb. What was weird is 3 local ladies here in the bar sent me their address. I didn't know what to think about it. A bunch of perverts. It's hard being this dumb, y'all. It's hard. You know, I'm not gay, but if you put a gun up to my head and said I had to bang a few dudes, I got a few in mind already. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And even if I was gay, it wouldn't be no big deal here in 2022. You can just come out being a singer in a band, no big deal if I was gay. But 50, 60 years ago, they had a lot harder time coming out the closet as a homosexual musician and whatnot. But I really respect the way that Jimi Hendrix did it, you know. I like the way Jimi Hendrix came out the closet. It was very polite. Oh, you didn't know Jimi Hendrix is gay? He clearly says it in that song Purple Haze. I just listened to it today to make sure. He said, feeling funny, don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Very polite. Such a gentleman way of coming out. That's right. We got a great show lined up for you tonight, y'all. We got Christy B in the house. We got Dean the Palatino in the house.